All right. Santa Muerte Online, Houston, Texas. Make a little video here today. Another request on Santa Muerte prayer. What is a good prayer? Can I give you a prayer? Can I send you a prayer? This is a Santa Muerte video. It's not a Palo video. And I want to start by saying I've done many videos on the topic, but it still seems that uh, a lot of people still don't comprehend. A lot of people still don't understand the power of prayer, the power of putting your feelings into a prayer. And excuse me, I'm driving, so if you hear background noise, I'm sorry. Also, I know many of you have been asking about my readings. I will put later on a link to where you can schedule a reading. Unfortunately, there's only little time that I have within the day because I do have a normal job. And also, I will put the link to the product page. Now, I want to start by saying many of us come from a Christian, Catholic background. And have you noticed that a lot of people pray exactly like if they were in church? Repetitive prayers, that a prayer has to be given to them, a prayer has to be shown to them. It's like we still have that programming of church. You know, when we get down on our knees and we start our Father, our blah, 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 and our blah, blah, blah. No disrespect to Christians, but we have been programmed when we follow our abuelita, abuelito, when we father our mother, our father, and our family member, and they took us to church. At a young age, we started being programmed that that's the way you're supposed to pray. That is the way that you're supposed to do it. And I received numerous of emails, messages. Can you give me a prayer? I need a prayer for this. What prayer can I use? And yet they don't understand that all this time you guys are looking for this prayer, but that prayer is here within you. It's always been there. You just got to learn how to let it out and speak it and say what you feel. Yes, I could send you a great prayer, but those are not your words. Those are not your feelings. And she's going to know, well, that's not you. I want to know the real you. Talk to me like you would talk to your friend. Talk to me like you're going to talk to your mother. Show me who you are. But we're too busy trying to find a good prayer online, and then we have it, and then we put that piece of paper in front of us if we don't try to memorize it. And then we start reading that. But your focus on reading the words without putting your feelings into it. And I'm going to speak a little bit slower here because this is very important. You're too focused. I don't want to mess up this prayer because I want her to hear me. Is she really hearing you? She might be. But is she feeling what you are asking for? The real prayer comes from in here. When you put your own thoughts, when you put feeling, those tears start coming down, and you put your emotions into the prayer, it is different than you grabbing a piece of paper and start praying. The power of prayer, the prayer that comes from the heart, is very powerful if you know how to use it. A great spiritual teacher was once asked, how do we talk to our Father? How do we pray to our Father? And he said, start with, Father who art in heaven, who is in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That was an example. It doesn't mean for you to copy those words, because those are not your words. It's an example on how we start. For example, if I go to my altar and I start Mitzicaticua, Santa Muerte, and your holy name, me, your son, I'm here in front of you, requesting, imploring, and then I let it out. I let all this come out here, what I want, what I feel. And my body feels with a tingling sensation and it starts shaking. And I start manifesting. I start calling. I start creating because those are my feelings. No one knows what I'm going through. No one other than me will know my necessities, my feelings. Know thyself and use that when you are using your words, right? If you want to say in the nombre de Jesus, in the name of Jesus, hey, if that makes you happy, do it. Me, I would say in tu santísimo nombre, right? But with a demanding almost, it's up to the feeling that you put in there. This is not, this is not this. Santa Muerte en el nombre de Jesús. You see the difference? Because I'm trying to read here, but am I putting my focus? Am I putting energy? Am I putting my own feelings? That feeling that moves your spirit around. That feeling that moves that energy, your aura, that energy that moves it around. Are you doing that? No, you're not. Because you are using someone else's words and you're not putting your needs. You're not putting your emotions. And once you learn to put your emotions and use the words that are here, speak the feeling. Don't let the feeling um, die out. Say it. Speak what you feel here. And not only are you using the right words and sending that energy, you have to visualize it here. Because communication is not only through words with her, communication is also seeing it and showing her, this is what I want. My father is sick, heal them. And you are gonna understand when I say your body starts vibrating. It's like you just got shocked with electricity and it starts shaking and it starts moving. That's the power of prayer. And that's why when they say, and when I say mountain move, that mountain will move because of the level of vibration that you're going through. And that vibration starts escaping your body and it goes here and your energy changes, right? If I had a machine to put it there and show you your aura or your magnetic field, what happens when those words come from here, only then you will understand. Or when you stand in front of the altar and you stand on your ground and you start this and that and that. I'm not saying curse at her, right? With respect, because you want to be heard. You want to get that pain that is here, the pain that is causing you here, that you can't swallow. You want to get those words out. That is different than me sending you something that I just wrote or something that I copied from a book and say, here, those are not your words. That is not your energies because you have not yet memorized that. But again, it's like something that happens when you're reading. It's like, no, this is not exactly how I feel. So, what is the best? Your own words. And it's amazing that I've spoken about this, and people say, I watch your videos, I see all your videos. But then they come to me with that question. And I've spoken about this and many times. The prayer that you've been looking for, the prayers that you've been searching on books, the prayer that you've been searching online has always been there and here, the perfect prayer for you. And every day and every need will require a different prayer from here. It's your own power, your own energies. You manipulating those energies. And do you need to do that? Sometimes you just want to go and say, hey, mi niña linda, mi preciosa, mi amor, whatever, right? As a thankful. Don't forget to thank, to be thankful all the time and say, gracias, thank you. And not just look for her when you need her. Hey, thank you. Be thankful for everything, for every experience in life that you have received. Not just like, oh, I need this, I need that, I need this, that. And then when you have your life, everything is happy, you forget about her. You're partying, you're drinking, but as soon as something happens, you run to the altar, all this BS. But what happens when you're okay? When you're happy? Good afternoon, Toya. The more time that you spend with her, the more that you're gonna understand yourself. This is not about I'm too tired. I don't want to be in her altar. In the beginning, it's very important, especially when you start walking this path. It's very important that you make a connection. But before that, you must know how to understand who you are. Because then you're going to be able to say, well, is that my thoughts? No, I don't think that way. That's her communicating with me. Stay quiet, close your eyes, and listen. Not this in front of your altar and not with music. Quiet everything, quiet your mind, sit on the altar and listen. You'll start having a lot of thoughts. What we want to do is remove all the junk, remove all the thoughts. Say, I accept, I know, now be gone. Remove that. So you start mastering yourself to have a clear mind, a clear conscience. And when you sit in front of your altar, and this is not just for her. I don't care if you have a Buddha and that's your faith is in the Buddha, it's the same thing. Clear your mind and then learn how to make this ball of energy right here. Right? No, not my stomach, right? Not my pinche stomach, right? Move this ball of energy that comes here and bring it out through your throat and release it with the words that you want to say. What are you going through? What are your needs? Is it money? Is it a job? Is it somebody who is sick? Is it love? Are you going through suicidal thoughts? That's why you have to get everything out of here and say, no, not today, right? I need a job, but stand firm. Stand firm. because that's how you showing her who you are. But if you come with something that you got from online or that I sent you, that's not you. Those are not your words, and she knows it. She knows that's not your words, and I understand it's hard. And I also, like I said in the beginning, a lot of us come from Christian backgrounds, and that's how we were taught. Repeated prayers. Stay away from that. This is different. Guys, this is not Christianity. And I'm going to say it again, have nothing against. I myself stopped practicing this, and I joined and I became Pentecostal. It wasn't my cup of tea. They were like, oh, hell no, you got to get out of there, right? My own spirits, they pulled me and said, Pop. But I learned something there. There was a reason for me to go there. I learned how to pray and put my feelings in there. And when I do that, things happen. But when I do this, en el nombre de Jesús y el nombre del Espíritu Santo y el nombre de la Santísima Muerte, I want you to blah blah. Many of you might not read like I am, right? Like you don't know how to read. But what I'm saying is, your eyes are busy concentrating on words, but you're not seeing it here. You're not putting this feeling here. Do you understand? The feeling that you put is the important part, and seeing it here is very important. Understanding yourself is very important. I hope I gave you guys justice and an example on how the right words that come from here is the best prayer that you have. You're not gonna find that online. You're not gonna find those in books. Those are just example on how to start. But it doesn't mean read the whole damn prayer here. The best prayer está aquí. Okay? Yes, the energies of the moon will help you. The energies of the moon brings out the different emotions within you. Okay? Um, there was a question that I want to answer here too. That somebody asked, that Santa Muerte likes, that she like rock and roll. And I always say something. Santa Muerte, it's a I'm trying to use the right word. It's a representation of your own death. If you're if you don't like apples, then why are you giving her apples? If you don't like brown tequila or white tequila, why are you giving her tequila? Stop listening to fools online. Stop listening to people that have no idea what the hell they're talking about, and start listening to yourself. Start listening here, because she's communicating with you and says, I want this. But you're like, oh, no, 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 I want to give you an apple because everybody says on the internet that you have to have an apple and that you want tequila. God damn it. If you want a beer, I'll give you a beer. Why? Because she told me I want a beer to have this feeling, and I understood that she wants the beer. And I'm like, you want a tecate? All right, I'll give you a tecate here. Boom. You happy now? Yes, she is. She's happy with her tecate, right? We'll give her cigarettes. Guys, she's not smoking the damn cigarette. Go get a cigarette and put it somewhere else. Light it up, and you're going to see how the cigarette finishes too without her statue being there. Now, if you smoke cigarette and if she wants to give, then give her a cigarette. But I'm pretty sure she wants you to last for a long time and not die of cancer. Give her what you think she wants without asking questions. Listen to yourself, because she's communicating with you, not with Joe Schmo, not with that, because that's your own death. She's not telling me, tell him this and this and that, right? And the reading is different. Um, but she's not gonna say, I want this because Julanito, this person does that. That's that person. Who the hell are you? Stop usurping. Stop trying to be like someone else and find yourself. Find who you are. Who are you? That's what I want to know. And that's why you should ask yourself, who am I? But you guys are so busy trying to do or be somewhere, or because this person says it, and because you have to have a rosary, I need a rosary, I need this. You don't need that unless it comes from here. All right. I started getting a little bit excited there. So I do apologize. I get that way. I hope you guys understand this. And I will put a link also to my what you call it, Instagram, if you guys want to private message me there. Okay. You'll have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your day.